Las Vegas. Millions flock to this Nevada desert oasis, seeking fortune, fame, or just a fleeting escape from reality. But beneath the glittering facade, a darker history whispers. A past etched with tales of ambition, betrayal, and the echoes of dreams that turn to dust. This is the other side of Vegas, the one that sends chills down your spine instead of thrills up your arm. Las Vegas thrives on a legacy built as much on risk and reward as it is on loss and despair. Fortunes won and lost in the blink of an eye. Lives celebrated and discarded with equal ease. These are the stories of the ghosts of Las Vegas. Walk into any casino on the Strip and you're met with a sensory overload. The clang of slot machines, the roar of the crowd, the hypnotic rhythm of the roulette wheel. But beneath the surface, a different kind of energy pulsates. Hotels in particular become repositories of these residual energies. Whispers of cold spots, unexplained noises, fleeting glimpses of figures in the shadows. The Luxor, the Flamingo, the Bellagio. Follow me if you dare, as we delve into the heart of these haunted hotels. This is their Vegas too. The desert air itself seems to crackle with anticipation. Each flickering neon sign, every spin of the roulette wheel, every clinking glass in a darkened bar adds to the symphony of the haunted city. Our journey begins now. Our first stop takes us to a landmark synonymous with the glitz and glamour of vintage Vegas, the Flamingo. But behind the lavish facade, a darkness lingers. This is where we encounter one of Vegas's most infamous ghostly residents, the Lady in Red. Legend claims she was a beautiful showgirl, a captivating presence on the Flamingo stage. Guests and staff at the Flamingo have reported chilling encounters with the Lady in Red for decades. But the Lady in Red isn't alone in her spectral residency. The Flamingo is also said to be haunted by the ghost of Bugsy Siegel himself. Gunned down in a hail of bullets in 1947, Bugsy met a violent end befitting his life in organized crime. Some believe he roams the halls, keeping a watchful eye on his beloved Flamingo. Is it residual energy, or a restless spirit forever bound to the site of his greatest triumph and his ultimate demise? While the Lady in Red and Bugsy might be the most notorious spirits, they are not the only ones who reportedly haunt the Flamingo's halls. Guests and employees alike have shared spine-chilling tales of encounters with another entity, a heartbroken showgirl who met a tragic end. The story goes that this young dancer, full of dreams and aspirations, fell deeply in love with a charismatic performer at the hotel. Heartbroken and betrayed, she took her own life within the walls of the hotel. Now, her spirit is said to wander the halls, searching for the love and happiness that eluded her in life. One particular corridor on the Flamingo's 15th floor has become infamous for its paranormal activity. Guests have reported feeling an oppressive sadness, an overwhelming sense of despair, as they walk down this corridor. Some claim to hear faint whispers, disembodied voices that seem to float on the air. The Flamingo holds within its walls a collection of tragic stories, forever etched into the fabric of the building. We leave the vintage glamour of the Flamingo and journey down the Strip to the Luxor. This towering black pyramid, a stark contrast to the desert landscape, has become an iconic symbol of modern Vegas, but its striking design, inspired by ancient Egyptian mythology, seems to attract more than just tourists. The Luxor is a place of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena. Employees whisper of cold spots in certain hallways, of malfunctioning electronics, and of disembodied voices echoing through the vast atrium. Some believe the Luxor sits on a vortex of energy, a point where the veil between worlds is especially thin. The Luxor is a paranormal hotspot. But the most unsettling tales originate from within the pyramid's sloping walls, particularly on the upper floors. Guests staying in rooms with slanted windows report an oppressive feeling, a heaviness that makes it difficult to breathe. Some claim to see fleeting apparitions moving just beyond the glass, dark shapes that seem to meld with the shadows cast by the setting sun. Legend has it that construction workers who tragically lost their lives during the Luxor's construction now roam the hotel's upper levels. Guests have reported hearing unexplained noises in the dead of night, the sounds of tools clanging, heavy footsteps, and muffled voices. The Luxor's connection to ancient Egyptian mythology only adds to its eerie ambiance. One of the most enduring stories associated with the Luxor is that of the Blue Man, a spectral entity said to haunt the theater where the Blue Man Group performs their iconic show. According to legend, the Blue Man was once a stagehand who worked tirelessly behind the curtains, ensuring the show went off without a hitch. He was a dedicated employee, passionate about his work, but tragedy struck when he was involved in a fatal accident during one of the performances. Stagehands and performers alike have reported strange occurrences in the theater, lights flickering erratically, props moving on their own, and disembodied whispers echoing through the empty seats. Some claim to have caught fleeting glimpses of a blue-tinged figure darting behind the curtains or lurking in the wings. The Luxor isn't just a hotel, it's a labyrinthine complex of casinos, restaurants, shops, and entertainment venues. Guests report getting lost in the seemingly endless hallways, only to find themselves inexplicably back where they started, as if guided by an unseen hand. Others describe a feeling of disorientation, a sense that the very structure of the building is shifting around them. And then, there are the whispers. Faint, disembodied voices that seem to emanate from the walls themselves. The Luxor stands as a testament to the allure and mystery of ancient Egypt, but it also serves as a stark reminder that some doors are best left unopened. Our exploration of Vegas's haunted hotels now leads us to a place where romance and tragedy intertwine beneath a facade of Italian opulence: the Venetian, a sprawling resort renowned for its replica canals, gondolas gliding on azure waters, and ceilings adorned with breathtaking frescoes. But beneath the surface beauty, a darkness lurks. The shadows here whisper of loves lost, fortunes squandered, and lives abruptly cut short. The Venetian, a monument to extravagance and indulgence, becomes a breeding ground for restless spirits. Guests report encountering ghostly figures in their rooms, fleeting apparitions that vanish as quickly as they appear. Others describe hearing disembodied voices, whispering in Italian, their words laced with sorrow and longing. Nowhere is this spectral presence felt more strongly than on the Venetian's iconic canals. The gondoliers, with their striped shirts and charming smiles, ferry guests along the artificial waterways, their voices echoing through the cavernous space as they serenade passengers with Italian love songs. But some gondoliers, it seems, continue their duties long after their earthly shifts have ended. Whispers circulate among the staff of a Phantom Gondolier, a shadowy figure often spotted in the early hours of the morning gliding silently along the canals, his mournful song echoing through the empty corridors. Some dismiss it as an urban legend, a spooky tale spun to entertain tourists, but others, those who have witnessed it firsthand, know better. One gondolier, a seasoned veteran of the Venetian's canals, recounted his encounter with the Phantom. He was preparing to close up for the night, securing his gondola after the last ride, when he noticed another gondola moving slowly towards him, seemingly propelled by an invisible force. The gondolier's heart pounded in his chest as he watched the approaching vessel, its seat empty, the only sound a faint, eerie melody drifting from its direction. As the gondola drew closer, the veteran gondolier swore he saw a shadowy figure standing at the helm, his face obscured by darkness. Terrified, the gondolier fled, the image of the Phantom Gondolier forever seared into his memory. Section 3. The Phantom Gondola. This Phantom Gondola has become a source of both fascination and fear at the Venetian. Guests report seeing it out of the corner of their eyes, a fleeting glimpse of something out of place, a ripple in the water where no gondola should be. Some even claim to have captured photos and videos of the Phantom Gondola, only to find the images blurry or the figure disappearing upon closer inspection. One couple, celebrating their anniversary at the Venetian, decided to take a romantic gondola ride. As their gondolier navigated the canals, serenading them with a love song, they noticed another gondola trailing behind them, its movements erratic, almost as if it were struggling to stay afloat. The couple exchanged nervous glances, their romantic mood shattered by the unsettling sight. As their gondolier steered them around a bend, the trailing gondola vanished, leaving the couple to wonder if they had imagined the entire encounter, or if they had just witnessed something truly unexplainable. The stories of the Phantom Gondolier and the unsettling occurrences on the canals have become so pervasive that some guests refuse to venture near the water after dark. They say the air feels heavier there, the atmosphere charged with an unseen energy. Whether it's the restless spirit of a former gondolier or something else entirely, the Venetian's canals seem to hold a darkness that even the most enchanting love songs can't mask. Section 4. A bridge to the afterlife. But the canals are not the only location within the Venetian where the veil between worlds seems to thin. The Rialto Bridge, a replica of the iconic Venetian landmark, has also become a hotbed for paranormal activity. Guests report feeling a sudden chill as they cross the bridge, a sense of being watched by unseen eyes. Some even claim to have seen shadowy figures lurking at the edges of the bridge, their forms shifting and swirling in the dim light. One theory suggests that the Rialto Bridge, a symbol of transition and connection, acts as a conduit between the realm of the living and the realm of the dead. It's said that spirits, drawn to the bridge's energy, linger there, unable to move on, caught between worlds. The Venetian, with its opulent facade and promise of romantic escapism, hides a darker truth within its walls. The ghosts of loves lost, fortunes squandered, and lives cut short roam its corridors, their presence felt most strongly in the eerie silence of the early morning hours. The Bally's Enigma, a legacy of fire and fear. Our journey through the haunted landscapes of Las Vegas leads us to Bally's, a hotel etched with the scars of a real-life tragedy. In 1980, the MGM Grand was engulfed in a catastrophic fire. The blaze claimed 87 lives. Bally's stands as a testament to resilience and vulnerability. Spirits of those lost linger, a chilling reminder of the tragedy. Section 2. The Restless Flames. Bally's is known for the phantom smell of smoke permeating certain areas. Guests wake up to the odor of burning wood and fabric with no fire in sight. Some see wisps of smoke, ethereal tendrils that vanish quickly. Housekeeping staff also report unsettling encounters. Rooms are found in disarray moments after being cleaned. Some refuse to enter certain upper-floor rooms alone. Guests claim to see shadowy figures trapped in panic. One couple fled their room after witnessing figures engulfed in flames. Section 3 whispers from room 217. Among the many stories of paranormal activity at Bally's, one room stands out, room 217. This room was directly in the path of the fire, and several people lost their lives within its walls. Today, room 217 is a source of both fascination and fear. Guests report a range of unsettling experiences. Some describe feeling a heavy presence, an oppressive weight. Others report hearing disembodied voices, whispers in the dark. Electronic devices malfunction, lights flicker, and a sense of unease settles over even the most skeptical visitor. One woman, a seasoned traveler, booked a stay in room 217 to debunk the myths. She spent hours exploring the room, searching for rational explanations, but as night fell, her skepticism began to waver. She felt a cold spot near the bed, a chill seeping from the floorboards. As she lay in bed, she heard a whisper, clear as day, from the bathroom. The voice, soft and raspy, seemed to be calling her name. Terrified, she fled the room, her skepticism shattered. She reported the experience to hotel staff, who offered no explanation. The woman checked out the next morning, vowing never to return. Section 1. The Neon Graveyard. The desert sun beats down on the Las Vegas Strip, casting long shadows from towering casinos. Beneath the surface, in the whispers of the heartbroken and echoes of lost fortunes, lies another Vegas. We've journeyed through haunted corridors from the Flamingo to the Luxor, and navigated the shadowy canals of the Venetian where a phantom gondolier ferries lost souls. These are just a few of the countless stories that haunt the neon canyons of Las Vegas. They remind us that even in the brightest lights, the past never truly fades away. Section 2. Vegas never truly says goodbye. Las Vegas is a city built on risk, on the intoxicating allure of chance and the seductive promise of reinvention. But it's also a city that devours its own, leaving behind a trail of broken hearts, shattered dreams, and restless spirits. The ghosts of Las Vegas are not malevolent entities seeking to harm the living. They are, for the most part, the remnants of lives lived in the extremes, their energies clinging to the places where they experienced their greatest joys and their deepest sorrows. So, the next time you find yourself in Las Vegas, beneath the dazzling neon sky, take a moment to listen. Listen to the whispers in the wind, the creaking of the casino floorboards, the faint echoes of music from a bygone era. You might just catch a glimpse of the other side of Vegas, the side where the veil between worlds wears thin and the spirits of the past come out to play. This city, for all its glitz and glamour, never truly says goodbye. It holds on to the memories, the triumphs, and the tragedies, its energy a potent cocktail of ambition, despair, and the undying human spirit. And within that energy, the ghosts of Las Vegas find their voice, reminding us that even in the desert, life and death find a way to coexist.